Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Clipping In with Nick Scortina. So, yes, I understand it has been quite some time. Um, I was just busy with the holidays because when the last episode was recorded, it was right around Christmas time, and I had that and the New Year and a couple other things that had come up that I didn't really have time to sit down and record an episode. So, but we are now back. We're gonna start. I'm gonna try to start being a little bit more on time with everything that you know I'm trying to do in this you know journey with Peloton, which coincidentally it is we're coming up on two big milestones so far are coming up for me soon. Um, I'm currently sitting at 50 straight weeks of Peloton, and we that means we are exactly 2 weeks away from 1 year, which is crazy to think that I've actually stuck with this for a whole year. And I'm very proud of myself that I've been able to do that. A lot of it has been just the support of people around me and some of the people that I've met and um, you know, helping me stay on this path and not really veer too far off. All the great instructors at Peloton have helped out tremendously in this journey as well. And I'm really excited for the to hit that mark. It's going to be a really really great feeling once that happens. And the next milestone that I have coming up is I am currently going for my 1000th ride, which hopefully it'll be sometime around the beginning of March. I think is when I'll be uh, I'll be good to go with that. Because currently, so far with everything, I have taken 1,560 total workouts through Peloton. 924 have been cycling, 266 have been strength, 190 or 266 have been stretching, not strength. Strength has been 195 strength classes, 104 cardio, 34 walking, 29 running, and 8 yoga. So obviously, I need to up the yoga a little bit more, work on my flexibility and my breathing. But other than that, I've been doing a whole lot of running and walking as well on top of cycling, and you know, I closed out the month of December with 85 cycling, 30 stretching, 18 strength, 14 walking, 10 running, 4 yoga, and 1 cardio. I burned 28,900 calories. My total output was 15,408. Time spent working out was 35 hours and 51 minutes, and the total bike distance was 449. So obviously killed it once again with the bike, but got that shit done, got that work done, and paid off tremendously. I'll say that. Um, and so far in January, I have worked out every day, but technically today because this episode is being released on the 31st. I've done 78 cycling, 33 stretching, 24 strength, 11 running, 10 cardio, and 9 walking. I have burned 31,471 calories. My total output has been 14,762. My total time spent working out has been 36 hours and 22 minutes, and my bike distance is 432. So most likely tomorrow I will be riding the bike, and I will probably hit the I'll most likely hit the 450-mile mark. Um, I also did hit a new PR this month. That was on Kendall's 45-minute EDM ride. My total output now for a 45-minute class is 668. So I pushed myself really hard. It was a struggle at times, but I was able to get it done and get through that class, and you know get the thing done. So, some other milestones that I have hit that I may have not stated before was I was able to hit 900 cycle classes. I was able to hit 25 runs and 25 walks, and I closed out the year with for working out a total of 18,000 minutes. So the Peloton has this program called the annual, and it's usually the year. So this was the annual 2023, and um, I was able to work out for probably I was over 18,000 minutes, but that was the badge I earned because that's where I was. And yeah, it's crazy that I was able to kind of hit that, but I did it. And some in-person classes that I've taken that I most likely didn't get a chance to talk about were um I was in Camila Ramon's 30-minute hip hop class. That was a lot of fun. That was from um December 16th, 2023. That class was fun. I had a great playlist. It was my first class that I had taken with her, so I was very pumped up, and it was a whole lot of fun. I'm a big hip hop guy. Really, when it comes to working out, it's really pop, punk, metal, or hip hop are the three that I've kept in my rotation. Hence, why when we talk about music later, you're just going to hear a whole bunch of hip hop and hip hop, metal, and pop punk most likely coming out of my mouth. So but yeah, I was able to take that class. It was a whole lot of fun. It was my first 10 o'clock in the morning class, so I had to get to the city a little bit earlier to do it, but I made it. Not as early as one of the ones I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I had a great playlist. I was very happy. One of my favorite Lil Wayne songs, "No Worries," which is a great song if you have not listened to it yet. But if you have, go listen to it again because it is a fantastic song. That was in the playlist. There's a whole bunch of other great songs in that playlist. But yeah, I had a really fun time in that class, and it was a lot of fun. It was my first hip hop class. I had not taken a hip hop class yet at Peloton, and or I think I've taken one. But I really do like Camila's hip hop playlist, and it was a whole lot of fun to be in person. Then I went on to take from 12 18 2023, which was Kendall's 30-minute pop punk ride. That was coincidentally my 800th class. So obviously we have done 124 classes since then, but another fun ride. I really enjoyed having some simple plan thrown in there, and it was a whole lot of fun. Really enjoyed the vibe. Had some people in the class and that I have gotten to know, and it was a whole lot of fun talking to them and taking that class with them. Um, then more recently, I have this past week I was in Kendall's 45-minute hip hop ride, which I was excited to take because I'd wanted to take a hip hop class with her. I just never gotten in, and I got into this class, and it was at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I had to leave my house at 5:45 in the morning. I did not really like doing that, but I made it. It was a really fun class. Whole lot of great songs. Work by ASAP Ferg was in that, and that is another one of my favorite hip hop songs to listen to as well. So I was very pumped up to listen to that. And it was a great class, and I coincidentally did a back to back. I then hit my 900th class, which was a 30-minute metal ride the next day, which was January 22nd, 2024. So a whole lot of fun with that class. I enjoyed it a lot. And then most recent class that I've taken was her 30-minute 2010s ride on, I believe that's January 29th. That was the last in-person class I took, which was on Monday. That I just took for fun. There's no milestone, no nothing. It was coincidentally the day after Pelofondo, which is a event where you can sign up for a team and you pledge to ride a certain amount of miles throughout a Saturday and a Sunday on the weekend that it is scheduled for. So that was the Saturday and Sunday before that, the 2010s class that I just talked about. And I pledged for the Never Knocked Out crew 50 miles. So I had finished that and then went into the studio the next day and did that. And unfortunately, the bike I was on in the studio was calibrated to be a little bit harder. So I struggled a little bit. Today, I just did upper body and some shadow boxing for my workout because I needed to give my legs a nice, much needed rest. But you know, those have really been the studio classes I've gone to in since then, and I'm very excited. I will be I'll be going to Alex Toussaint's Club Bangers ride this Saturday, which I'm very excited about. I've been trying to get into one of his classes for a while, and they've all been full. And I was coincidentally lucky enough to get into this one today. So I'm very excited about that. It's a Club Bangers ride. I'm so pumped up to do it, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So I'm very 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 excited about that. And then I don't have any classes scheduled for a little bit, but that's that. Moving forward to kind of how I've been on this and everything. Um, I'm still going through the sober phase. I have been going strong since September 18th. So it's gotta be five, around 5 months, I want to say. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I don't feel like doing the math in my head and counting back and all that stuff. So, but around there. Um, and yeah, I mean, right now I've kind of hit a wall because whenever I'm hanging around, my friends and if we go out or somewhere, I tend to get a non-alcoholic beer, and you know they're fine, but I feel like I've kind of hit my point with them, and I'm gonna start diving into the realm of mocktails to try to find some new things to work with and some different drinks to have to kind of help myself out with you know switching it up. And um, the mocktails might be a little bit better for myself. And the other thing that I do want to try is White Claw has recently come out with White Claw Zero. So I'm excited to try those once I can get my hands on them. They just came out, so I have not been able to find them. But um, yeah, I'm still doing that. We're still going strong. It's still going good. I haven't really thought about uh, drinking really. Um, I have a couple times, but it's really just been I just didn't want to deal with some stuff, and kind of wanted to have some drinks with some friends, and instead I was able to have some non-alcoholic beers, and it worked out much better for myself, and it was much cheaper. Although we're gonna have to have a serious talk because a 6 pack of Athletic Brewing uh, beer is like 11 something, which is a little pricey, primarily for 6 beers, but is what it is. That's probably one of my favorite brands of non-alcoholic beers to drink. If you have not tried them, highly recommend it. They've got some great tastes. They're really good. I really do like those, but definitely gonna start trying some different mocktail recipes and things to figure out to switch it up and see how that goes. So but yeah, mocktails are going good. Food wise, I have definitely regressed a little bit in terms of how I've gone about this, which is completely fine. You can do that. You don't have to be like counting out I can only eat 3 of these cashews or peanuts for the next like 4 hours. I don't want to do that, and I realized I didn't really want to continue doing that because it was just that's kind of how certain eating disorders can be started. And I was just like, if I'm working out, if I want to have you know a snack or something for dinner or lunch, whatever. I don't want to be held back by being that. I mean, obviously, self control is definitely something important, and you do need to have that when you're doing this type of journey. Um, and I need to get a little bit better with certain things in that avenue, but there's not much else I'm doing right now with it. But you know, I'm still I'm still learning esque. It has been almost a year, but I'm still learning the food part of it, which is going to still take some more time. I'm definitely going to start learning to cook because I feel like that's definitely going to be one of the biggest helps for me down the road. Obviously, because cooking your own food is significantly better because you can manage the ingredients a little bit more than some of the prepackaged or takeout or fast food, things like that. So that's definitely something I'm gonna start working on sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's still a work in progress. It is, and there's nothing wrong with that. It it's as for me, as long as I move my body and burn some calories and do something that I enjoy, then that's kind of what I'm like. Okay, then if I want to have this or that today, then I can do that and, not necessarily feel as bad. So, yeah. But yeah, that's basically the food aspect of how it's been so far these last couple of weeks, last couple months. But, you know, work in progress. That's all it is. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it's been going so far for me with on that front. I'm still doing the bike treadmill. Um, I've recently for Christmas I was gifted the Peloton guides. That's been a tremendous help for my workouts with weights. Just being able to see myself and see my form has been able to help me a little bit more, and to fix it and make it a little bit better, and make it so I most likely won't hurt myself if I continue doing it the wrong way. And it has helped, and it is a great product for that specific reason. But I also do really appreciate that it counts your reps and it keeps track of how long you do certain exercises for when you're taking classes that have the tracking in it, and it does help. Being able to have it count my reps for me is very helpful because I tend to either overcount or undercount when I do it, and when it lets me know that I have done a rep, it dings, and it is a great thing to have and use. So I do definitely recommend that for people to use if they can get their hands on it and they don't want to buy a bike or a treadmill or a rower. We do not have a rower or a Peloton treadmill, but we have a regular treadmill that I've been using and it's been working out great. So, but if you want to get something that's a little bit on the cheaper side, I think the guide would be a tremendous help for you getting used to and adjusted to Peloton's strength classes, and it's strength, cardio, yoga. Those are pretty much all I do through the Peloton guide. But yeah, it's been other than that, you know, still going strong with everything else, and let's switch it up a little bit and dive into some music. So, as I stated earlier, it's definitely been more of the realm of metal, pop punk, and uh hip hop. So, I've been I got back into to Bad Omens. So I've been listening to songs like Just Pretend, Limits, um The Death of Peace of Mind. The list goes on and on with Bad Omens. They're such a great band to listen to. I've been listening to them every day for the last couple of weeks. Still with Beartooth, Might Love Myself, and I Was Alive. Still song I've kept in my rotation. New song that's entered my rotation is Sleep Talk by Dayseeker. Great song. And then I've gotten a little bit more back into Bring Me the Horizon. So I've been listening to Lost, Throne, Happy Song, and Strangers, which it's a fantastic song. If you have not listened to that, love that song. They're slowly creeping up the list for one of my favorite bands. Their music is it's absolutely fantastic, and I love listening to it all the time. And then Kid Cudi had released a new album called Insano. Gave that a full listen through. Came back with two so far 2 songs or 3 songs out of it that are my favorite, which is Wow featuring ASAP Rocky, Tortured, and Mr. Kula. Those are definitely the 3 songs from it that I've kept in my rotation. But overall, it was a great album. I really enjoyed it. Just waiting on that deluxe. But then I've been listening to This My Life from the new Lyrical Lemonade album. Another fantastic song to just vibe out to when you're doing things. Also, Magnolia Park stayed in there too. Blink 182, obviously, Blink Wave, one more time. The list goes on and on for for the amount of songs that just rotate through my playlist just by Blink 182. And then Identical Days by Youth Fountain was a song I discovered through TikTok actually. It's a great listen if you have not listened to it yet. I highly recommend it. And then pretty much the only other artist that I've gotten back into has been NF. I was able to see him live when he did a tour with Logic and Kyle, which was, I believe that was um it was the Versus tour, I believe is what it was called, something along the lines of that. um Songs from him that I really enjoy are No Name, Real, Happy, Let You Down, Lie, and then Pandemonium is another one as well. And When I Grow Up and The Search are other 2 great songs by him. I really enjoy his music, his flow. I really like what he talks about during his songs. Keeps it real, and he's definitely been an artist I've been listening to a little bit more. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the music section and this episode. So, um, you know, thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. And don't forget to, I believe it was, clock in to lock in.